you guys, I've got a really quick video for you. I'm going to show you how to take some canned beans and teach you how to refry them up and make them taste like they've been simmering on the stove all day.
That I needed some non-copyrighted music, but I couldn't find any, so I had to make my own, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Random cans, whatever's on sale, that's what I get. So I'm going to show you how to make these taste good and taste homemade. I already went and drained off the liquid of these, and I have my pan getting hot. And traditionally you're supposed to use lard, but I like bacon grease. I don't really have the lard out right now. A lot of people might say that the bacon grease overpowers it, but who doesn't love bacon grease? I love bacon grease. So I'm just gonna put that in there, and I'm almost out of grease. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get a few slices of onion so that we can toss it around in the oil when it gets hot. So now that the oil's hot, I'm just gonna go ahead and toss in the onion. I probably should have cut those a little bit thinner, but just a couple of slices. This would be better if they were like that. So that's just gonna give some flavor to the beans, and we'll let those sweat. We'll let it get a good color on it, and it will probably take a little bit longer just because they're a little bit chunkier, but we'll give this a good 5 to 10 minutes. And I don't have any salt on the onions yet. When you're browning, you don't really want to add salt right away because the salt will start rendering out the liquid. And when that happens, it's harder to get a good toasted fry sear thing on there. So you want to keep the salt off at first until it starts getting that brown color, and then you can add salt when you're caramelizing stuff. I'm also going to be adding a jalapeno, and this, I've already washed it, but did I wash it? I'm not sure. I think I did, but just to be sure. So I'm going to go ahead and add this too, and that's not really going to give any heat. It's just going to give it the flavor, and then plus, you know, sometimes I'll make salsas that aren't super spicy, but my husband likes the spicy jalapeno. So a lot of times I'll just cook it on the side in whatever I'm cooking, and then I'll serve it to him up separate, and it just gives the flavor but not the spice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take out the jalapeno and put these little pieces back in that they were browning too fast, so just went ahead and took them out. So now that the onion is like this, it's gotten a little bit translucent, but it has that nice color on there. Then that's when I'm going to go ahead and put in the beans. Okay, so they're in the hot oil, and I let them sit there for just a little bit, and then you can start smashing them so you get that good fry on there. You know, for the longest time I would buy the canned refried beans just to have on hand, just in case I didn't have time to cook up my own. But taking this extra step, even if you buy the store canned beans, go ahead and buy the whole ones like this, and just do this little step. It doesn't take long at all, but it will just give you that semi-homemade taste in your dinner without having to go through all of that work of simmering your pot of beans or cooking your pot of beans all day and then refrying them. And then you just want to smash them according to how you like them. Some people like them more chunky, and some people like them more smooth. We usually like them a little bit more smooth and watery. So the more you smash them, the more thicker it's going to get. So I usually have to add quite a bit of water. Okay, so I'm going to start adding water. So far that's about half a can. And of course, don't forget to check your salt. And that's basically it. It's really simple. So even if you don't make your own regular beans at home, you can still buy the canned kind. This will work with pinto beans as well. And this is how you can just fry them up real quick to make them taste just as good as home cooked. And by the way, if you're interested in learning how to pressure can your own beans at home, I do have a video for that. I will put a little icon box somewhere on the screen here. So that's pretty much done. When it gets to the point that you like it, you can turn it off and they are ready to serve. Hope you guys enjoyed this little quick kitchen hack, and if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching.
I needed some non-copyrighted music, but I couldn't find any, so I had to make my own, and I have no idea what I'm doing.